Hello, everybody. This is Jeff once again, also known as the Crypto Nomad, and this is another edition of Crypto News. Okay, so as we take a look at the prices right now, in the past few days, Bitcoin has breaked more than $8,000, and it even reached to 8,400. And for Ethereum, they have tested around $480 when Bitcoin had rallied, and also the other tokens who are influenced with the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum or so, they have also have some gains as well. But the thing is, right now, it has slid down a little bit. So I'll be I will be giving you some sources about the explanation on why is it that Bitcoin Ethereum has fallen back a bit. All right, so as you can see, but before that, let's try to check out the price of Bitcoin first. So you can see right here, it's down 3.21% already. So from $8,400, of course, it climbed down. It's not really that low. Okay, so you can see the graph as well. And hopefully, yep, in this period, we are still trying to recover once again. And I expect that a Bitcoin price will go back once again to $8,000 or so when everything goes back to normal. All right. So okay, and of course, let's try to dig into some reasons why we are on a short-term decline. So it is because, guys, the crypto ETF rejection sends Bitcoin price below 8,000. So the Winklevoss twins, they are proposing this Bitcoin ETF to the Securities and Exchange Commission. However, for the second time, guys, they are being rejected, in which results that Bitcoin has slid down, or they took a nosedive from 8,400 now to 7,940 plus. Okay, so as we can see right here, within hours that the Securities and Exchange Commission announced that it has rejected a proposed Bitcoin ETF submitted by the Winklevoss twins. Of course, one of the most famous guys who are holding a lot of Bitcoins. The price itself dipped below the $8,000 mark and is now currently teetering back and forth across a psychologically significant level. Okay, so, well, we are expecting that, I know we are all expecting that the SEC would approve this one, and there are some analysts that I have remembered, I have remembered reading somewhere that there's a 90% chance that they would approve the Bitcoin ETF, but due to the fears of price manipulation, of course, these expectations, has fall down, okay. So if it goes, if it was approved, I mean, if the SEC had approved Bitcoin ETF, of course, maybe it would go beyond 8,500 or 9,000. But the thing is, this is not what we are expecting. But it's okay. As you can see here, their first application on the Bitcoin ETF to the SEC was on March 10, 2017, and it was rejected. And also, you can see right here, there is a reason behind the rejection. So, as what we can see right here, the BATS Exchange ETF with the ticker symbol BXC was one of the first to submit an application to the SEC in 2017. So, deciding on whether to accept a new ETF or alternative investment, the SEC follows Exchange Act Section 6b5. The main points from this regulation that the SEC considered for the BXC ETF was whether the exchange had the ability to prevent fraudulent and manipulative active practices and to protect investors in the public interest. Yes, of course. In short, they are in fear of price manipulation, of course, and this is what they're concerned. Maybe for me, I think we should give them some time to finally understand about this. And of course, as one of my friends said, that it could be in September again that they would attempt to be approved, of course. And of course, the arguments of the Winklevoss had made a strong case to combat the Securities and Exchange comments that the first rejected. The new application started. Of course, the geographically diverse and continuous nature of Bitcoin trading makes it difficult and prohibitively costly to manipulate the price of Bitcoin 13, and that therefore the Bitcoin market generally is less susceptible to manipulation than equity, fixed income, and commodity future markets. And of course, you can see right here, the SEC didn't bite. However, they argued that the surveillance sharing agreement is a necessary protection against fraud and manipulation. So yeah, I know they are trying to protect us from fraud and manipulation, and this is why they have rejected this application from the Winklevoss twins. Well, of course, it will be interesting for us to see where it goes, in the next month and in the future, of course. So this is from ccn.com, and a follow-up news about this one after the crypto ETF rejection. You can see that the sign of strength shows continued buyer interest despite that the ETF being denied by the SEC. Of course, they're still bullish about this, and they continue to show demand as the Bitcoin market saw a strengthening rally supported by the expanding volume. Okay, so you can see the chart right here. And of course, shortly after the retest of the trading range, Spring discussed in our previous Bitcoin market analysis, the price strongly reacted by breaking through notable resistance on expanding spread and volume. Okay, surging out of a spring on expanding volume and the spread is a textbook characteristic of the jump across the creek. So I won't bore you with the minutia of TR anatomy, but you can basically think of the jack, sometimes called a sign of strength, as a test of demand after the market has proven to show signs of seller exhaustion. Essentially, the creek can be thought of as a wavy area of resistance that constantly grinds down bulls and wears down their will to continue to buy. Yeah, of course, as we are expecting, guys, that within the second half of 2018, expect that this is a sign of a bull run, but there's always a setback for that, and the market is so unpredictable these days. But let's see about that, okay? So this is the summary, of course. Bitcoin has continued to see a sign of strength in the form of expanding volume and increased price spread. This market dynamic is a definite change of character from the months preceding this move and should not be underestimated. And they managed to clear both the daily 50 and 200 estimated moving average and shows no signs of weakening demand. So if they manage to see a retracement, expect to find support on the 200 EMA where the market will offer further evaluation. And of course, if the market holds the 200 EMA level, it is likely that expanding volume will react on any rally coming off the 200 EMA support. So for me, I think this is going to be interesting on where the Bitcoin price would go in the upcoming weeks. So anyway, let's see about that. And another interesting news that I want to share to you is that, of course, from Bitcoin.com, the Iranian government is preparing to launch its own cryptocurrency. So, of course, you can see right here, they will call it as the Iranian Gov coin. So it says here, the Iranian Directorate for Scientific and Technological Affairs of the Presidential Office already has a plan on its agenda to create a national cryptocurrency, according to Iran's Press TV. Okay, so Russia, of course, last time they have their own national cryptocurrency. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's crypto ruble, of course. And there are rumors, in China as well, that they will be launching their own national cryptocurrency as well. And yeah, I know that with Russia and Iran launching their own national cryptocurrency, I think that other countries will soon follow suit. However, the growing concerns of these national cryptocurrencies is that since they are under government, of course, they will be centralized rather than being decentralized. Okay, So no matter if you are holding, if you are from Iran and you are holding their national currency, it is centralized. It is controlled by the government. All right. So you can read this later on. And what about Ethereum? Okay. So about Ethereum, of course, the bull slowly gaining traction. Of course, this was published just minutes ago. So they appear to be defending the near-term support and may resume the climb. Okay. So their highest peak was lately was around $480, and now it's around 464 something. So you can see that they have formed higher lows and highs to trade inside an ascending channel on its 1-hour chart. And of course, the price has pulled back from the recent rallies to test support and appears to be encountering some bullish strategies. So this is a very good. So the bulls are protecting, and they have a boundary, of course. So this is a good sign, and hopefully, hopefully maybe in next week, I don't know, it will go back again to 480 or maybe even break through $500 or so. All right. So you can read this later on the Ethereum World News, and of course about NEM. You can see NEM has continued to improve, especially on. Sorry about that. To join, NEM wants to make a difference. Okay. So in New Zealand, of course, NEM will be joining hands with the Mana Labs for community initiative. Okay. So this is from ambcrypto.com. Okay, so on the 25th of July, the NEM Foundation announced their collaboration with Mana Labs on Twitter to unravel the blockchain potential of two communities, the Maori and Pacifica community in New Zealand. And the goal of the collaboration is to develop the quality of life of the local community. So this is an awesome project for NEM. Okay, so you can see the tweet right here for the NEM New Zealand. So of course you can read the description of NEM and the Mana Labs, and of course their partnership would involve establishing routine engagements between blockchain experts who can engage with the blockchain token ideation and community exchange. And you can also see the statement coming from the director of Mana Labs, Mai Parini. Okay, so on their official Medium blog on NEM, of course, he says, and I quote, "The potential opportunity to get the jump on the mainstream by leveraging key relationships and training for our communities is unreal. We get to develop use cases with cutting-edge tech solutions that can make a difference locally and be applied globally. And of course, this would encourage enterprise development and engaging in ICT where Maori and Pacifica representation is low." And of course, coming from the head of NEM New Zealand, Delaney Davis, he said, and I quote, "We will be working closely with Mana Labs to ensure that this collaboration will lead to showcase the New Zealand's commitment to stand out in the area of technology alongside its commitment to social impact and supporting community." So we're going to look forward in this one. And after the joining hands with Mana Labs, of course, they have also partnered with Inspiral Dev Academy to further blockchain education in New Zealand. Yep, I know that we're still having lack of education when it comes to blockchain, of course, because most of us are not yet aware of what blockchain is all about, and they're just listening to some bad news about cryptocurrency, blockchain, or so. So you can see right here, soon after NAM New Zealand announced a collaboration with Mana Labs on 25th of July, that was 2 days ago, the smart asset blockchain platform the following day declared that they will be forming yet another partnership with Inspiral Dev Academy. So it's a huge step, guys. So it's a back-to-back partnership, of course. They are aiming to bolster the use of NAM blockchain and distributed ledger technology for universities, government organizations, businesses, software developers, and end users. And of course, I like their mission and vision, of course. And you can see the inventors of the NAM cryptocurrency had recently declared the launch of 2 new editions of blockchain hubs, one in Australia and the other in New Zealand. The hubs were introduced to aid in education and further knowledge in blockchain technology. And speaking of education, of course, here in the Philippines, the team, the president of NAM Philippines, Mr. Emerson Fonseca, is also doing that. In universities to conduct cryptocurrency education. And I've been following him on Facebook, and I like what he's doing, and his entire team. They're also having a workshop lately. In STI, like, let's say I don't know if it's a free. Yeah, I think it's a free workshop or maybe a paid workshop. I just don't know. But the thing is, it helps those students getting educated about a blockchain and to develop it. Okay, developing, coding, or so. And you can see right here the NAM New Zealand and Inspiral Dev Academy tied up will involve a blockchain partners program. So they are seeking to develop a short-term blockchain program that current students as well as alumni can enroll themselves into, and they're aiming to provide avenues to the academy students to engage with NAM's $100 million community fund in order to fully utilize the NAM platform. So on top of that, the partnership seeks to provide training and access to resources that would help academicians in understanding the blockchain technology. And of course, you can see the statement coming from Delaney Davis, the NAM New Zealand's leader, will be spearheading the project. And he said, there is a need to support NAM blockchain companies, and Inspiral Dev Academy has had a long history in training people that are passionate about coding. And he added that their existing program can take someone with very little coding experience to a level in which they can contribute to a commercial software development team, and we are hoping this collaboration will add value to the New Zealand ecosystem. And coming from the CEO of Inspiral Dev Academy, Rohan Wakefield, he said, and I quote, Inspiral Dev Academy aims to make tech the biggest exporter of Alteria. We see emerging tech such as blockchain catalyzing innovation and enabling businesses to grow beyond our borders. And he went on to say that we are excited to have the support of NAM in the development of blockchain education and to be producing more local technical talent for a growing innovation sector. Okay, so you can see the Twitter user known as the Change NZ. He said, "Nice work, gang." Okay, so I think NAM is doing a great job, in spreading cryptocurrency awareness and conducting education about cryptocurrency, blockchain, and how to use NAM and how NAM could benefit all the institutions right here. So so anyway, guys, this is all for now. Thank you so much for tuning in to my latest edition of the Crypto News. So if you think that this video is helpful for you, please share this to your friends, guys, especially those who are cryptomaniacs out there. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, just click the subscribe button so that you can stay updated with my latest videos about cryptocurrency, especially crypto news. Okay, so anyways, this is all for now. Thank you very much. My name is Jeff, also known as the Crypto Nomad, and I'm signing off. Bye bye.